Gets it fly on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. Going to work on second down and third down timeout.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys up, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw it. Defense trying to take it back. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And off to the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the defensive lineman.
To stop the run game, you better be physical.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When the tight end makes the catch, he just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point, turns one back backwards. That's when it ends up losing yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down.
Schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy. He's a Heisman favorite because he's going to be kind of good.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Guys, Let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force it with it.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really started out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. We knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew that the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenge. You can see it right there. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you.
And the Sooners line up to clear away. Well, they got stuck in the close. The open park can bail them out. He'll field the button, see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second down and 11. Couldn't find a lane. They pick up a 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He gets it on a moving right long line. Big play for this offense.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards.
You've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the surrounding quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You run everything. I'm taking myself in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. He will wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's not full on that. You know, a lot of times you're in high space and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback is up
great job looking at that football, man. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against the elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
They'll try the left side. Fighting off the defender. Brought down to number 4. He bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on 21-0. They march 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish things off with an 8-yard comes for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And after the tackle, they are headed to the end of the first quarter. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, back. Nice move there. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just get you in the mouth. But football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. And they keep physicality, the super physicality. The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Back to pass on second down. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Sooner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one. That's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is really good.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And they took a shot at that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown side. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sinners will get away on fourth down. And now not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more attack runs down to 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise,
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Finds the man on the left. Finds the man out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Looking for space. It's Lee. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and trying to beat the DD. And they run it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Double in the middle right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit, fine, man. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback,
There we go.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown in the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties, no more turnovers.
Right back to the air on second and 10. This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Shotgun to the running back, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Gonna swing it on second down. It's picked off, and another empty run. And they'll drag him down after a quick return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
How about 50-plus, no problem, big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That pass is incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's effective. He's not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage with no more than that.
It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense. Showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing it up.
They're about to clear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chain. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, and it brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out the drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this team. It is so important to this team.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 20-line.
I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line off their dinners more often because they're not protecting that. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Fires to the line. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. I don't think that's the way they do it up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. They're going to score.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half. So they're on the sideline and trying to make adjustments. The Sooners will put this one away. They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Thanks to Brad. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. They get him down at the 36, and will be a first down. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Marked out at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. As he throws. It's picked off. That's number 10. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And if you're going to throw it like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes it.
His way out of the end zone, and they get him for safety. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of air at the start of this game. Right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
On the move from inside his block. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the outside. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
That had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
On the move. It's Lee. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? USC offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Here we go.
Might as well run him into his stop, and he's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they got the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now,
And that tackle will certainly save the touchdown after he picked up a huge gain.
and that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when you get to the sideline.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Impressive, to say the least.
And it's in one of those. You get so bad, you start to get the backups in the helmet, get juice, and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play. You need to get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive back. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll do it himself. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Sooners will set up the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in and looking up
When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up every solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back did this one. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American.
14.
UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. This is an interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that.
Line getting set on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone for 19.
And the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in for the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
47, Oklahoma, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target was open, so throw it out of bounds and good to play another day here on this drive.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by throwing on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles. When you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the to cover that.
Prime play action. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've reached the break in South Carolina, holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any product can be mustered. And well, they start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
29 Philly.
They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Number 22.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Oklahoma, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute. You got to lock in.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start with a lot of pressure.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get the big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
offense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage and getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And now he's in the 400. That's a pretty good day in the office. When you're putting up over 400 yards, this defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting on this defense.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. Running through contact. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down there.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense holds their ground, looking for the yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooner.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. A few anxious moments here with the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal to the 6.
I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They can make big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open.
He's going for the goal. Touchdown, and the calling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
This touchdown rushing, showing he's got a little bit of everything. And add those stats, and all you fans football, guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it all right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense, sit back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to see.
Always a welcome play from the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
This is just so bananas. You want to talk about taking a game home. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front. Dominating this
first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets on the field. They want that clock to run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get it down. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. The quick out. And this offense is feeling as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it to the 22. And the Gamecocks have it with a first and 10. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Working that left side. Here we go. Line, an explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep firing on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in there every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore them. We're going to be okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Yeah, this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people are going to like. Hopefully they can do better next time. The offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down. And we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a lot.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes out after a short return. What a play to get the football back.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower
How do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He might want another play. The toss to the right. That's up for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. And showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. He was finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly. He's had to catch the ball. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.